Are you wondering how you can be more confident? Confident is one of those secret keys to being the happiest, brightest, shiniest version of you ever. So today I am going to share with you guys 4 of my favorite techniques for creating more confidence in your life. Hi guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to have you here today. I am a life coach and law of attraction teacher, and you have found my YouTube channel where I upload 2 new videos for you guys each and every week, all about the art of creating your best life ever. So if you want to make sure that you don't miss out on anything, be sure to hit that subscribe button, wherever it is. So are you guys wondering how you can be more confident? Today's video is all about creating more confidence. And confidence really is one of those secret backbones to a happy and successful life. It is a big part of my Unfuckwithable training, which is my DIY coaching program. And it really is, a lot of it is about creating confidence in yourself so that you can go out and create whatever you want in the world without worrying about all the bullshit. So today I am going to give you 4 of my favorite confidence tips. And confidence, of course, is a massive issue and I could talk about it for a long time. But today I thought I would just share with you 4 of my favorite tips to help hack your confidence and get you feeling confident super fast. Because when you're confident, you just go through the world differently. And when you behave differently, other people treat you differently and your whole life begins to shift. The thing that has to shift first is how you feel on the inside. So today's tips are all about how to create that confidence feeling inside of you. Tip number 1 today for creating a more confident you is to start embracing failure. So this is kind of a big idea. I've touched on this topic many times before on my blog and on the podcast and in other videos, but really I hate the idea of failure, and I think it is collectively time for all of us to throw failure away as something that we can do with ourselves, with our life. So the reason why a lot of people don't feel confident in themselves is because they are comparing themselves to where they think they should be, and the story that they made up for where they should be is maybe a life scenario that they decided on when they were like 8 years old. Maybe it is, you know, they're not somewhere that their parents wanted them to be. Maybe they aren't matching up to what their friends are doing right now. And these are all ways that can make us feel down and make us feel like a quote unquote failure if we aren't going to university, if we dropped out, if we didn't get the job, if we didn't even want a job, we went traveling, if we didn't go for the relationship, whatever it is in your life that you're comparing yourself to somebody about, or comparing yourself to a fantasy idea in your head about, you may be tempted to chalk up your shortcomings as failures. So I really want you guys to think about this logically and think about this more clearly, because I know for me that this is a big revelation. The idea that there's no such thing as failure is something that has brought me so much inner peace, and I hope it can bring so much inner peace to you. So the thing is, in life, it is never as linear as we want it to be. Like, we think that we are just going to keep going like this and life will always keep going in the same sort of fashion, when really life is kind of up and down, up and down, up and down. The thing is, all of those down things, all of those mistakes, all of the relationships that end, or the jobs that end, or the classes that you dropped out of, those were all things that still matter to you. They are still learning experiences. They made you better and stronger and smarter, ultimately. They helped you discover more of who you are. So in that sense, nothing is a failure. When you start comparing yourselves to these artificial norms about what life should be, it can be really, really difficult to match up. But it is also taking away all the credit you should be giving yourselves for having done whatever it is you've done in your life so far. So I'm talking about a lot of different things here in this first topic, and I could go off in a bunch of different directions. But the first thing that I really wanted to kick off this video today was just to remind you that there's no such thing as failure. So if you're wandering around feeling like there's something wrong with you, like you're not measuring up in some capacity, I really want you to address that and think about it and really give yourself the credit for having gone through whatever experience it is. We can never fully prepare ourselves for anything in life until we actually do the thing. You can study all you want, you can plan all you want, you can worry all you want. Worrying doesn't do anything, by the way. But you will never know what is going to happen until you actually get there. So you will never really know if the person you want to be in this relationship with is the right person until you actually try to be in the relationship with them. And then maybe you find out that they're not. So you can only do the best that you can any one time. And what that really means is that there's no failures. We're all just figuring it out. Give yourself the space to figure it out and do not apologize for being where you are right now. Tip number 2 for having more confidence in your life is to give yourself credit where credit is due. And this touches on what we were just talking about, but we're in a goal-oriented society. We are in the gold star society. Like, we were taught that as little kids, like, we do our work, we get a gold star, we get patted on the back, we keep going. So we are taught to act this way. We are taught to go through life in this way. When you become an adult, though, there is not anyone necessarily standing around ready to pat you on the back and tell you that you did a good job, right? The gold stars have to start coming from in here. And if you don't stop long enough to acknowledge what you've done, you are going to feel like you're doing it all for nothing. The thing is, in life, we should never be doing anything for the gold star. We need to drop that thinking. That is a really harmful line of thinking. We should just outlaw entirely. But especially as adults, we have to stop doing things because we think that other people are going to praise us or think better of us. We have to give ourselves the credit. So whatever has gone on for you, whatever you have learned, wherever you are, I want you to stop and pause and give yourself a big pat on the back. And again, I want you to pat yourself on the back for enduring all the so-called failures along the way. The things that have been mistakes, the things that didn't work out the way you thought they were going to. I want you to thank yourself for those things too, because those things are tricky to go through. Those things really test us. Those things are not easy. They do not come easily. And I want you to give yourself a little bit of credit for having dealt with whatever it is that you have dealt with on this planet so far. Life isn't always easy, but you are doing an awesome job. You are watching this video right now, which means you are doing something right. If we are lucky enough to have a phone or a computer and some time on our hands to watch stuff to better our lives, then you are doing something right. So no matter what is happening for you, no matter what your life looks like, no matter what the story is in your mind about why you can't be happy or successful right now, I want you to drop it for a minute and start to give yourself credit, because you have done so much, you have endured so much, and you have to start becoming your own cheerleader, because no one else is going to do it. You are the one on the front row. You get to see all of the pain and the action and everything along the way. So please don't forget about that. You are amazing. You really truly are, and I really commend you for being here, no matter where you are in your life. And I really just want you to be excited. Be excited about who you are, where you are right now. That will help you so much in going to the next level, whatever that might be. But it is awesome to be you. It is so great to be you, and you are already so smart. So please hold on to that in your heart, and that will give you some confidence all on its own. Tip number 3 for creating more confidence in your life: tune out other people. So of course, you probably guessed that this was coming, but so much of the reason why we feel badly about ourselves, the reason why we compare ourselves to other people, is because we just let people take up too much space in our head. We think everyone else's life is so much easier and so much happier than ours is, and we forget to realize that everyone has a bigger picture. Whatever you are looking at on your phone is really always the edited version. So you aren't seeing the behind the scenes tears, the hours, the mistakes, the drama that every person on this planet has. You have to remember that. Constantly comparing yourselves to other people is the fastest way to feel unhappy and lose confidence in yourself, because of course, no one can ever match up to this image of perfection that you have created in your mind, right? That image only exists in your mind. It doesn't exist in reality. Nobody in the world is perfect. And I've talked about this in other videos before about people that have had, you know, crazy amounts of money that have come to them and felt empty. Or people that got into a relationship with the person they thought that they wanted to be with and realized that that wasn't what they wanted at all. Like, you just never really know what is happening underneath the surface. It is so tempting to compare ourselves to these glossy images, especially with social media, but it is the #1 poison that will literally steal your happiness away from you. You really have to put on blinders and stop worrying about whatever else is going on in the world and start worrying about yourself. Start worrying about what's in here. Start worrying about this, because in the end, this is the only thing you take with you. This is our only measuring stick. So you only have to make this person happy. And I guarantee that once you stop worrying about what other people think, you will realize how much easier it is to keep this person happy than it is to try to make everyone else outside of you happy. We could spend our entire life, and I have been a people pleaser before, and I know this to be true. You can spend a lot of time and energy trying to make someone happy and still fail. So it's not that you have to go through life ignoring other people or never being friends with anyone or never dating anyone. That's not what I'm saying. But your #1 priority in life is this, and that has nothing to do with what anyone wants you to do, what anyone else is doing, what social media looks like. All that really matters is what's in here. So please get busy back to figuring out what's in here, because this one really is the most important thing, and that will help you be happy and confident. Tip #4 for creating more confidence in your life is to just start out with baby steps and doing whatever it is that scares you. So for example, if you want to have better personal relationships and you're wanting to create more friends in your life, maybe you give yourself like a little homework assignment every week that you're going to go and talk to one new random person somewhere during your week. So maybe that is somebody in the cafeteria at lunchtime. Maybe that is somebody online at the grocery store. Maybe that is someone sitting next to you at a cafe. But just that little bit of talking, it doesn't have to be a big thing. It's not like you're asking someone out on a date or asking someone to be your friend. But the more that you do these things that kind of scare you, the more of a fear muscle you start to build up, right? And then the more confidence you end up having in yourself. So if you are afraid of public speaking, maybe you start doing live streams or videos. Maybe if you are worrying about business stuff, you push yourself to do a new business task every week, or to start the business you've been thinking of, or to have a lunch with somebody that has a business. Try to think outside the box and try to give yourself a little bit of homework in which you can start to test yourself in these little bite-sized chunk ways. Like, you don't have to go out overnight and shift everything. You don't have to walk out the door tomorrow suddenly as this confident person. You don't have to do anything overnight. But if you give yourself just a little bit of a challenge, like a little tiny baby step challenge, and just keep doing that regularly, your confidence is going to start to grow a little bit and grow a little bit and grow a little bit and grow a little bit. And then that's how you build the confidence muscle. So fear is something that we all have to deal with, and it is so easy. Trust me, I know. It is so easy to be tempted to stay at home and do nothing and change nothing. But changing nothing means nothing changes. And if you want to feel better about yourself, you really have to take proactive action. These little baby steps might not seem like a lot. They might seem really stupid, but honestly, they're one of the best things that you can possibly do for yourself. It's challenging ourselves to grow is our real job here. Part of our real job here as humans on the planet. So wherever you're feeling lack, wherever you're feeling the confidence issues around yourself, I want you to be creative and to start to think about little tiny ways that you can start to expand just a little bit. And the more you do that over time, the easier it'll get and the more confident you will feel. I swear this one really works. So please go out there and try it out. And I would love to hear how it works for you. I could probably talk about confidence for a lot longer, but those are my 4 tips for you guys for today. And I really hope that this gives you a good, solid start on creating a new confident foundation for your life and whatever you are trying to do with your beautiful life here on earth. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, my name is Jen. If you want to learn more about me, come on over to the site. I have the Magic Circle available for you guys over there, which is my free resource library. It has a ton of free stuff for you, including a law of attraction, a meditation, and I have my brand new Get Your Shit Together worksheet over there. If you come over and sign up for updates, I'll send that to you right away. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you really like this, please send it to a friend who needs to hear the message. I would really love your help in getting this message out there. Thank you guys again for being here, for spending part of your busy week with me. I love you so much. I'll be back here soon in the next video. So until then, I'm wishing you the most amazing week ever. And just remember, get ready for the miracle. See you guys.